This is the second video on trying to save this, what was a self-propelled mower that was terribly neglected. It was part of a barn find of several mowers. This one was outside and had a tree growing up through the handle, and you'll notice everything is different now. I put a different handle on here, and I've started the cleanup process. This is what was on here. This is the self-driving, self-propelled mechanism that was on the handle of this toy belt, and it had been outside so long that this tree had grown up through the handle and through this mechanism that shuts the mower on and off the bail. And so I've removed the upper. I left the lower, and I went through my salvaged parts and found a handle that will do. It's not a color match, but the width was correct, and it's extra long, which I kind of like, because this piece was long anyway. It was longer than standard. These are usually about right here. This one's have a few extra inches on it, so I've added that. There was not a real, this is kind of a tight fit for the pull cord, but it does fit through this one hole just below this handle, so that should work. There was an electric starter over here, and that was where the kill switch was. That's why this is so dirty, because it was never used. So I also went through my salvage parts, and I've got an old kill switch here with a hand shut off. That's just a cord and a weak spring there. So you pull the cord, and it will make the electrical contact there. So that, I'll put that on. But the problem with that is the original rewinder cover would not fit that. There's no gap in it for a kill switch, so I had to change rewinders, and so now I'll put this rewinder here, and there is a gap cut out, but because it came from a standard mower, and it'll be up under here like that. So that should work. I did remove the belt because someone had changed this to be a push mower anyway, because they'd taken the gears off. So I don't know why they left the belt and all that stuff on there. So I removed that. Obviously, this is mentioning the fancy plastic cover here that covers all this stuff. I may have one around here somewhere, just for cosmetic purposes. So it's kind of good to cover all that. I have sometimes in the past removed this axle and transmission and everything. I may do that in this case. I don't know. Sometimes they're so rusty and messed up that that's a hard thing to do, but we'll see. I checked the oil, and there wasn't very much in there, so I've added some. I've got a replacement spark plug in here. I'm not sure what I did with the other one. Oh yeah, I think this is it. This is why I replaced it. I'm thinking this mower may not run, because that's so much oil there that it may be an oil burner, and that it's not going to run, because it's completely closed off the gap from just old oil and crud. So I've got that on there. I've checked the flywheel key to see if it needed to be replaced, or because it was sheared, and it was okay. One of the reasons I was concerned about that is this blade on this mower. Let me tilt this back. Okay, so I've got my, you can see it's been either hit really hard or just for some reason has completely worn off the little studs that hold that blade in place. So that's gonna require some attention. The other thing unique about this mower, on most mowers you don't have this, but I've certainly seen it many times. This mower is on a riser. It's a plastic riser, so the engine is sitting way up high. And that's why it has that extra long adapter on there. It's got to run all the way down from up here where it comes out of the engine, past this, past all that, and then down where it's close to where the grass would be. So it's extra long. I don't know if I'll be able to get that thing off, or if I'll want to or need to, but it's going to be an extra long blade adapter. Let me show you where the starter motor was. And there was one main screw holding it on, and then another one which I didn't have a screwdriver for, so I just broke it. I hit it with a big hammer and knocked that starter mower off of here. There's the carburetor. You can see it's a push to prime type. Lots of crud on this mower. Now here's the kill wire, which had been back here where the starter mower was. And the starter mower served as a starter mower and an engine brake. So this is going to be moved up to here. I'm sorry, it's going to come out of here and go. It's going to go this way over to the kill switch. So that's some of the things I've done on this. I've taken all the wheels off and sanded them, sanded the axle, and this is what I do. You guys may find this helpful. This is a piece of sandpaper, and these tear real quick. If you're, sanding an axle like I do to polish them up and get these wheels to where they're slick and roll easy. This mower rolls real easy now, see? Before it was in bad shape. And so I've cleaned up the wheels, and what I do is I put strapping tape on the back of the sandpaper, like you wrap up a package to ship it by UPS or whatever. Get you some of that strong strapping tape and put on the back of the sandpaper, and this strip will last you for weeks and weeks, months sometimes, before it tears into pieces. And I'll make several of those and have these laying around for cleaning and polishing these wheel axles. So I just wanted to catch you up on where I am on this mower. I'm still thinking it might run, but I was real troubled by the appearance of that spark plug. That is not good when they look like that. So who knows? So stay tuned. We're going to see if this thing is going to crank or not pretty soon.